Are you okay doing a nude scene?
Nude scene.
Yeah. At the point of time, I was a bit sus. I was like, is he trying to film a porn? Hi guys, so today I have a guest with me, and this person is someone that I've always seen around at events, at work, but I've actually never worked with him before. And the funny thing is, we kind of debut around the same time in the entertainment industry. So finally, because he's so busy and we didn't have time to kind of like go out and have a meal together, I got to catch up with him through a podcast. And today I have with me Zhang Tong.
Yeah.
Yo, welcome, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks for
joining. Thanks for joining my podcast.
Yeah. No, actually, you're the busy one.
I mean, we both are the busy one.
And I didn't know that we debuted at the same time. Did we?
You debuted through Star Search, right?
Correct.
And that was back in 2019.
And 2019, yes.
Yeah. So at the point of time, I didn't really debut yet.
Okay.
But I was kind of like doing part-time acting. I was still studying uni, doing part-time job as a waiter and all. Yeah. So the funny thing was, I actually wanted to take part in Star Search, but I didn't.
Why? Oh, because you're already in the industry, so...
Not really, because at the point of time, my roles were all like 路人 A, 路人 B, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like all the extra roles.
Yeah, then shouldn't you want to?
Okay, so I wanted to take part.
Yeah.
But at the point of time, due to some issues, like I couldn't take part in it.
Okay.
Like I was discouraged from taking part in Star Search. So like, okay lor, then maybe I should just like continue my studies and take on like part-time acting.
Back then, were you with?
I was with okay, let's just say I was with another not N company. That was N company.
That was the other.
Yeah, I can talk about that.
Okay.
I was with another company that kind of like discouraged me from taking part. So that's why I didn't take part in it. If not, we could have been in the same batch.
If not, I wouldn't be driving the red Audi right now.
No.
You'd be the one winning. Yeah.
Oh, it was back in 2019, bro.
Yes.
But then that was also when I kind of did a web series for the first time, the swimming show.
Okay, yeah.
It's called
Victory Lab. Yep.
Yeah. So that was like my first foray into like the entertainment scene. But I wouldn't say I debuted then lah, because I was still studying in uni. I wasn't sure if I want to do it like full time.
Right. I remember the promo for the drama left an impression on me as well.
Wait, for real?
Really? So many, just 4 guys, always half naked. I remember the PT also.
Oh yes.
And then there's 2 other foreign.
Gavin.
Yeah. Gavin also.
Artist,
and then you guys are forever like freaking ripped, man.
Bro, I tell you that show, it was so tough because, I mean, obviously half of the time we need to be topless, right?
Yes.
So we were really on like a no carbs diet, high protein. Every day we gym, we do cardio, and then we have to swim for hours because most of the scenes are in the swimming pool. So that show actually, I didn't even feel like I was acting, bro. I just felt like I was trying to be an athlete.
Well, no, which is good. So you're not like really pretending to be anything, just being an occupation. Yeah, being an occupation.
I didn't really have a lot of like emotional scenes. My dialogues were not the serious kind of dialogue.
Understand.
I'm like the mood lifter character in the show. So to me, the whole experience actually didn't feel like acting. It just felt like I was part of a boy group that is just trying to have fun.
And do videos, record yourselves when you're swimming.
Correct, because like at the point of time, the lead was like Zijie, Gavin, and then they all had like love line in the show, bro.
Okay.
And I had 0 love line.
But you're just there to sell your body.
No. I didn't even have the best body in the show, bro. Like
pretty good lah, remember?
I got to know I had the role, right? I only had like 3 weeks to prepare. Well, okay, so here's the story.
Yeah.
Basically, I met Dake at a supper, right? And then he was telling me, I have this swimming show that I want to do. And it's kind of like the F4 concept because it's like 4 guys. Yep. And then you kind of have to, bro, them dodgies, because he told me, are you okay doing a nude scene?
Nude scene?
Yeah.
No, maybe he meant topless scene.
No. He said nude scene. I was like, wait a minute, like what kind of show is this?
What nude scene?
So he said, in the show, right, there's gonna be a scene where all the boys will be fighting in the toilet.
Okay.
And then because you're rapping.
You're showering lah.
You have like the towel, right? And then the towel will drop while you guys are fighting. And he's asking me if I'm okay with that. I'm like, bro. At the point of time, I was a bit sus. I was like, is he trying to film a porn? Like a soft porn like show?
Yeah, a bit dodgy.
After he told me this is gonna be shown on MediaCorp, then I'm like, cannot be like that next level lah.
So we are a family-friendly and wholesome channel.
Correct, yeah. I mean, I definitely don't think I can do without a pants on lah.
Okay.
Okay, if it's like just topless, I did tell him that. Then after that, he was like, okay, we'll wear like a safety pants where it's like nude color.
Yep,
So
for sure.
it kind of like from far, and if it's fast, then you can't really tell lah, you know, if you're wearing a pants or not. Yeah, so that was kind of what we did. And then he said, this is one of the main role. And then at that point of time, to me, it's like, wow, lead role. Of
course,
all
of
the
course.
while I've been doing person
Waiting
A, person B.
Yeah,
My role
yeah,
finally
yeah.
have a name, bro.
Yeah,
So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Yeah, so to that, honestly, I'm very thankful to like Tucker and obviously the production that gave me a shot. When I filmed the show, right, that was also when Star Search was going on. I remember we were all watching on a laptop, bro,
Okay.
like all of your performance.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
dude, that's where I first got to know you.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was when you first heard of me, I would say, definitely through the competition.
Because I was like, damn, I actually wanted to join this competition, but I can't.
So you're saying like, what's this champion capable of?
No. At the point of time, you haven't win champion yet.
Oh,
You all
really
were still,
haven't?
you all were still competing.
Oh, okay.
So like Siming, Tyler,
yeah,
all of you
yeah.
guys were still like going through like the entire lesson, training and stuff. So I'm just like watching like, wow, damn, these guys are really living the life, man. Cause I really wanted to be there, bro.
You should have joined.
After Star Search, you've just been like going up and up and up. No, like
Okay.
literally, bro, I seen you take on lead roles.
Slowly, yeah. I also make my way there.
Won like awards.
Yeah.
You've been like
last year.
recognized.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, wait, you won the supporting.
Best supporting, best male supporting.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah, it's definitely something that I couldn't have imagined me getting it within like first 5 years of acting. Really, it's crazy also.
Would you say like your career panned out the way you expected it to be ever since you won like the competition?
No way, man. I think things are happening a lot faster than I imagined. In terms of the growth, the positions, or the recognition I'm getting, it's happening a lot faster. Because, okay, when I was young, I'm not sure about you, I watched MediaCorp shows growing up.
Yeah.
So I'm not just watch them. I'm very familiar with the entire MediaCorp ecosystem.
Wait, for real?
For real. To the extent that like who's newbie and how fast they're rising up, I keep track.
Are you serious?
Really, legit.
Damn,
I mean, all in all, I do know
you're
like who's.
an analytical guy.
Yeah. Like you would roughly know like who's you know the next batch of newbies that up and coming, you know.
Okay.
And then I remember very vividly that there was a year where they do Star Wars do 飞跃进步奖.
What's that?
Is to give recognition to the newbies who have performed well but have not yet scored an award or nomination yet. I think roughly. It's just to reward the newbies. And you know back then when they first installed this award, you know who won it? Desmond Tan.
Oh.
He told me he won this 飞跃进步奖 for the first time and he didn't even know that because there's no nomination list. Yeah. So it was just like on stage, it's just like Chen Jiongjiang, then he went up. His mind was blank. And he had to squeeze out something to say a thank you speech or whatever. So I really knew like I was really following the TV ecosystem very closely.
Yes.
So I knew that my growth is phenomenal, nothing short of like rocket speed growth. Like, it's very fast. It's very fast. Because I expected myself to be progressing a lot slower than what I had right now. Yeah.
I mean, actually, since 2019, right, like after you won a competition, like, can you give me a summary of like what you've done?
Yo.
Yeah, like so after you won a competition, because that was like year end, right?
Yes.
So technically your contract started in 2020.
Correct.
And then 2020, what do you do? Because I know there's COVID.
Correct. COVID hit.
So you couldn't
We
film
stay home
much,
for a
right?
bit.
Okay.
And then we still go to Team A, Team B filming.
Okay.
So filming can resume, but with a very limited number of
I
manpower.
remember, bro. I remember.
Yes.
I was in Team B, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Back then, when Dada Dream, was still running
Yeah,
the,
it was still
the
running
system.
that, yeah.
Yes. And I filmed the first show right off the batch was right off the competition was Jungle Survivor.
Okay.
Okay, mate. I did a very short web series with Chantel first.
Okay. That was
Koinu
your
Wang.
first lead role.
That was the first lead role, but it's only a 5-episode lead role. We went to Okinawa. That was really
Wow.
before COVID.
Dude, it's insane. Okay.
Yeah. Then Jungle Survivor is the full feature MediaCorp drama that I was playing supporting in, and then I qualified, nominated for best newcomer, and I won that lah with that. Shortly after, I took on many different roles, mix of mostly supporting, I would say, still mostly supporting, trying to help out the dramas and support the stories. It wasn't until much later on then I really start scoring more lead roles within the company.
That was back in 2021 or 2022?
2021, when even until Jinse, I was doing a mix of like lead and supporting role.
Okay.
So the first really heavy weight role that came into me was a long form called 医生不是生.
Oh, the one you did with Herman, Siming. Was Siming inside?
Siming also. Siming played a part inside also, and also Cheryl Ang and Jeannie.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 of us were the main cast.
Like the Star Search group that were like helming the show lah, basically.
Yes. So that was when I really had the taste of like what does it mean to be Nan Yi Hao. Like you really like all the scenes are just revolved around you.
Yeah, how does it feel like? Can you share like your experience?
Okay, shooting a long form is very different from shooting a normal 20 episode drama because first of all, duration is definitely longer.
9 months. Right?
9 months, enough to get a woman pregnant and wait for her to
so long, man.
Childbirth.
Yeah.
And day in, day out, right, you're just there, right, to push out scenes.
Yeah.
So what I can describe to you is that at one point, I have 5 directors coming after me within like span of 2 to 3 days. So I'm doing like 一组半, what we call 一组半. 一组 is 1 round is 12 hours, which is 7 to 7. Okay. So 半组 is about like 4 to 5 hours. Yeah. So 一组半 will mean that you report at 7 for makeup. You end the day about 11.
Dude, that's more than 12 hours.
Yes, and then you restart the day the next day. 一组半. So it's still around these days. And what happens is that different directors will come and then you do different scenes for different directors. Okay. Because like each show is split up to multiple directors, right? Okay. Handled by different directors.
Wait, each long form have 5 directors?
At one point of time, 5 directors would be filming.
How do they even coordinate though?
Correct. So that's why a lot of people, all the actors will be efficiently used because we're all placed in different rounds of directors and then we'll be shooting their own respective scenes.
Okay.
And I tell you, it's not easy lah. It's not easy. I can only say the period to shoot this drama was tough.
Since it's like your first lead role, right? Like, how much do you enjoy it?
Okay, I mean,
like the storyline revolves around your character. Yeah. I mean, it's different, bro. Like, yes. I gotta say because obviously, I have done like extra role. I've done like 路人 AB. I've done supporting. I've done like lead where the story is revolving around. Like, dude, it's different experience.
Yes.
But I'm curious, like, how does it feel like for you?
Okay, I think first of all, you will feel a lot of you feel a lot of responsibility on your shoulder.
You feel stressed?
Yes, because like your name is on the show, you're leading the show, and then you have to make sure that your performance is up to standard, man. Okay. And because people are watching because of you, of the leading cast. But luckily, I do have a strong set of very strong veteran actors and actresses who are supporting the show with me as well. So it's easier, it takes a bit of responsibility off the shoulder, but a lot of times you still think to yourself that, okay, you know what, this is the chance to prove to anyone or the company that, okay, I got what it takes to hold the lead role, to hold down the fort. And that was the stress I had given myself for that period of like 7 to 9 months. Yeah, it was really not easy, it wasn't easy.
But were you happy with the end product?
Yeah. I was okay. I do say that, I can only say that I gave my best shot.
At that point of time, that was the best you could?
That was the best I could give already. And I was like, okay, it was okay. It's passable. 是可以过. But could I have done better looking back? Definitely yes.
Do you feel like, because you won the competition, like the expectations of you were higher from like, I don't know, maybe the managers or like the production team? Like, hey, you're the champion, you should actually do better. Like, have you ever had these kind of pressures?
Actually, yes. Okay, surprisingly, I would say that these are a bit of a distracting thoughts that I have in my mind. It's a bit like me to myself, self-inflicted, because looking back, no one really tell me this, like, you know, quote unquote, that, hey, you're the champion. Correct. You better perform. Yeah. No one really tell me in my face. At least no one like from like management or company tells me this. Like they really didn't come to me and say that because you're the champion, you have to do this. Because you're the champion. No one really come and tell me that. So in terms of performance, a lot of times I feel that it's self-inflicted. All these thoughts that I have with my self.
It's like your own insecurities and fears basically.
Yes, whether I'm enough or whether I'm doing well enough or performing to the standard. So I feel that these are the stresses that I've given myself, and it really took a very long while for me to put down all these thoughts.
How do you manage to do it?
It was shortly after I gotten the role of not award, way before that, when I gotten the role of 金色大道, which is All That Glitters, the show
Wasn't that a recent show last year, right?
ish, 3 years ago.
Okay.
Is the one that landed me my first award, my first acting award. So when I got that role, and I also took classes with Yan Yan Lao Shi, and that's when I'm able to retract myself from Tong and then try to stay in the character for a lot. And when I'm filming the show, I was thinking nothing but just this show and how I'm gonna perform. Because at that point of time, I really told myself, like, my acting is not going anywhere. And it looks to me like it's looking a lot to me like a guy who can study might not be a guy who can act. Okay. So I'm thinking like, okay, I think this is the last good role that I'm getting. So I think just do my best. And then I just goodbye. Really, really. I was ready to like...
Dude, why are you so harsh on yourself?
No, really, really. Like why was I so harsh on myself? I think to me, it's clear to know that I put in my best effort. And if my talents are not what I can give to this industry, I should take a step back. I feel.
Why?
I feel. That's what I feel.
Why would you have such a thought?
It's like okay, if you're trying to fight for Olympics, you're an athlete, like let's say you're in swimming. Yeah. But you know that no matter how hard you try, you're just never gonna clock that time trial. You're just never gonna try. And what I feel is that as long as I put in my best effort, I can clock it, it's fine. I've tried my best. So I can say that, I say goodbye to this, it's fine. I can take a step back. So I told myself, just give my best effort. And if it still doesn't work out, it's fine. I'll just take a step back and, leave the industry altogether.
You even thought of leaving?
Really,
dude,
really,
that's
really.
Crazy, bro.
No, because it's not amounting to anything. That's why I tell myself I got to be realistic about my situation back then. So
in a sense, you set a deadline for yourself. If by this time I'm still not performing, then it's done.
Yes, you can say. So I really treated that role in All That Glitters to be the last role that I'll be doing for this career.
Dude, you're crazy, man.
Really, really, that's how I see the role. That's how I see it.
And thankfully it turned out well.
Yeah, thankfully it turned out well. Yeah. Really, really. I was really this close. My manager would know, but I was really this close to leaving the industry. Yeah.
How was the experience like for you? I mean, in fact, I'm actually curious because I remember you told me you used to be from corporate. You used to work in Carousel.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
From our brief conversations that we had at all the different events, you told me you used to do like corporate Carousel marketing.
Yes.
And why do you decide to join Star Search?
Well, actually, when I chose, what major I do in uni, and I took a year from uni exchange program to go to Silicon Valley, which is 7 years.
You were in US?
I was in the US for a year to intern for a tech startup there.
Dude, that's crazy.
Correct. So my path that I set for myself is
But you must be like a smart kid.
I'm okay. I'm
No,
okay.
I'm pretty sure not everyone can intern at Silicon Valley.
No.
What was your uni GPA?
No, it's pretty low. Out of 5, it was I remember it was 3.4 or 3.5.
Really? Then how did you manage to secure the internship there?
I guess with my charm. No, okay. No, for real, I think because I set myself up to this path, and then when it comes to job interviews for my internship roles, it's a lot easier to tell them what I've done. All the experiences and all the modules I've taken, I have set myself up right for internship.
All along, you've already planned to intern there.
I wanted to join this program because I myself see myself doing things like Facebook, starting the next Snapchat, for instance, or even TikTok.
Gee, so you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
I really wanted
the next Mark Zuckerberg kind of stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, if there's such a thing in Asia, but so far Southeast Asia, we don't really have a giant success.
Not yet.
But that was the dream, That was the dream.
What inspired you to have such a dream?
In the tech world, there's this saying by this guy called Mark Andreessen. He said that software will eat up the world. And this was back in 2010s or early 2000s where we can see Microsoft eating up the world, and then subsequently social networks came along. And therefore, what I truly believe is that tech is really the future because they are always exploring what's next. They never stay with what's now, or they don't stay in what's traditional. So they're always exploring what's next, and they're always user focused. And therefore, to me, the tech industry is something that will never go out of fashion per se. You'll always be there. So I thought that by wanting to make the biggest impact in my life, I would choose to pursue a tech career.
So the motivation behind that is you really just wanted to make an impact in the world.
Yes.
Has it always been like this for you since young?
No, not really. It was until like, I think when I read I mean, I was quite into like self-help books.
You grew up in Malaysia, right?
Yes.
I remember you told me.
Yes,
and then
yes.
you came to Singapore to study
Correct.
secondary school.
No, since primary school.
Since primary school.
So I did PSLE, O levels. It was until O levels that I started renting a room in Singapore and moved.
And you stayed alone.
I stayed, back then I was staying with my sister.
Okay.
Stayed with my sister. Then subsequently I stayed alone. Then you move into uni where you stay in a dorm lah.
I see.
Right. So, but my family is in JB ma, so it's quite easy for me to commute back then. And I was the perfect product of Singapore public education system. And then
A neighborhood school kid.
yes, then subsequently making it to uni, and it was until like 21 when a book asked me to like, okay, what is your mission statement?
So that was the point that you realized, wow, I want to make an impact in the world.
Yes.
Before that, what were you? You were just like NPC energy. Like, like, okay, I'll just go through school, pass my exam, go to uni.
Yeah. I would say maybe back then in school it's more towards like, okay, I want to do well in school.
What was the reason for that? Like, everyone has motivations, man.
Yeah, because my parents like really worked their asses off, right, to send their kids, which is me and my siblings, to Singapore. And back then it was already 3:1, you know, the currency. So I knew that, you know, from their perspective,
You wanted to be grateful to your parents.
and I want to do them proud. Also, I want to make sure that, you know, they are not putting their efforts are not going to waste, because I'm really making full use of whatever investments they're putting onto me. And what I could really tell myself is that, okay, I just do well in school. And back in 17, 18, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. Really, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, just go along. That's why I chose JC.
Yeah.
Because in poly, there was nothing that intrigues me.
Bro, to be honest, I can't even go JC even if I want to. You still can choose JC, bro. But for me, I can't even choose JC because I'm not even qualified, bro. My O level is not good enough for JC. How much do you score for your L1 R5?
L1 R5, raw or net?
On net, you minus CCA point, is it?
CCA and higher Chinese back then.
Oh, you higher
minus
Chinese. Wow.
there was
Okay, net sounds more zai.
No. Net is 5 net lah. 5 net. No, it's okay.
Yo.
No, it's okay.
Yo,
it's okay.
5 net.
It doesn't. O levels doesn't predict your future, guys.
Bro,
it's okay.
Okay, 5 net. Which JC are you like qualified to go to?
That's the thing. My dream JC that I was really gunning for back then was the only public JC.
Okay.
That is the top tier, which is national.
In JC.
Because public RI and Hwa Chong was too expensive for a foreigner, so
Okay.
I could only go to NJ, and I didn't make the cut.
Wait, why? But you qualified for it, right?
No, I didn't. 4 net was the cutoff for my year.
Wait, then which JC do you end up?
So I ended up doing ACJC.
Okay, like ACJC is still considered elite JC, right?
Yeah, it's
But it's the
still
same JC
pretty
as
good.
JJ Lin, right? It was JJ
I
from
think, no, he was
ACJC.
doing, JJ is Jurong, right? AC?
Oh,
He did
this person don't know. You're senior.
I only know from my batch, I was the same batch as Narelle King.
At that point of time, do you have a crush on her?
Look,
Hey, serious.
at orientation,
Bro, at one point, okay, I won't say I have a crush on her because
okay.
my age gap and her age gap is too far apart. I'm way younger compared to her.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to see her as like a crush per se, you know. But your age gap and hers is kind of near, bro.
Yes,
but
we're
you're
the
same
age.
Yo,
Same age.
Yeah.
So I would say I think eye candy is a closer term
wait,
to
were
it.
y'all friends?
No, we weren't. She's like part of the cool kids gang.
Okay.
She's super like cool
So
kids.
you never
man.
spoke to her in school before?
No, never. In school, no. Never.
You were like the more at the side studying.
Yeah, I'm the like Chinese speaking group of gang who just play soccer after school, and then we just like after that we just go back to school and do our homework and stuff. So we're a very chill and study kind of type of
Okay,
friends.
I understand.
Yeah. So yeah, AC really had a lot of I would say people in our industry lah.
Yeah, I mean they have a Star Search champion here.
No, I'm okay.
Damn,
I'm doing okay.
Like since now you have already been in the entertainment industry for I would say a good 5-6 years out since Star Search 2019 till now. Do you ever feel like, oh man, I could have done better if I was still in corporate? Or I mean it's a very real question though, because I'm sure at this point in our life right now, we definitely go through quarter life crisis. I mean even for me, bro, like even up to today, sometimes I still question like if I'm supposed to be doing what I'm doing. Even with the so-called success and things that has been going well for me. Like, I would still think like, would life actually have been better if I was a normal guy?
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Like for you, have you ever had that thought?
Actually,
Like, could I actually have done better if I was doing something else?
yeah, funny how you keep calling it quarter life crisis. I think to me it's midlife crisis lah. But
No
you're
lah,
still
hey,
young, you're still young,
midlife,
so you
bro,
quarter life.
no.
You still quarter life.
Midlife is